You know, here she is, she's 24 years old, she's growing up. I mean, you can't deny adolescence. She really loved the guy. She wanted to have a family, she wanted to be married. People do a lot of things.
I probably would have attempted to try to get her to prolong it to a longer date. To maybe try to go a different route rather than what we did do. Or maybe trying to get her pregnant so this way Mom would be forced to let me in her life. Well, we really didn't get a chance to go to that route just because the limited time we had, there's just no way it would have been possible. So and maybe that'd be the only other minor change I would have made is that I would have ran away with her earlier.
How do you feel about him now?
I can't stand him.
This way I wouldn't have had to suffer all this time away from each other, that we could have been closer together. That's probably the only two things I would have changed, really.
I went from one abusive person to another. I wish he would have been more responsible. Yeah, I asked him a question. I asked him to kill my mother, but I didn't hold a gun to his head and make him do it.
Do you feel any responsibility for what happened that night?
None.
And you had alter egos as well, right?
I made alter egos to fit his.
Okay, like tell me about little Kitty.
Little Kitty was kind of a little girl. I kind of based her looks off of anime cartoons.
You said it was based on his
personalities.
And which one did that one go with?
That went with his little boy personality.
And then there was Candy.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Candy was more of the vixen, more risque.
And that went with what?
That went with his, that personality that's more sexual.
And what about Ruby?
Ruby was for Victor.
Ruby was for the vampire.
Mm-hmm.
So Ruby was evil.
Ruby was a werewolf, and she was the evil one.
Okay. So that goes on for quite some time, right?
Mm-hmm. He seemed more happy to do it than anything. He wanted me to take the murder weapon in my backpack on the Greyhound bus. I've never been on a Greyhound bus, so I thought maybe there were metal detectors. And so I was like, no, let's mail it. People buy knives off of eBay, so we'll just mail the knife to your house. I see the board in 2021. I want to be an advocate for abused children or abused people at that.
What do you think should happen to Nick?
I think that he should spend the rest of his life in prison.
Do you think he exploited you?
I think he did. I think he used me to have his own means. He was a lonely person, not a lot of friends. Girls would never look at him, so I was the only one that would never tell him no.
Okay. Was this picture taken at the movie?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have sexual relations with him at the movie?
Yes, sir.
Where was your mother?
She was in the auditorium. We had went to the bathroom, in the men's bathroom. I wheeled myself to the bathroom and he followed, Well, my mother was still in the auditorium.
And she knew he was following?
Yes. She thought that he was going to get popcorn.
Yeah, you were going to go to the bathroom and he was going to get popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
But you both went into the men's bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And where did you go once you got in there?
The handicap stall.
And what happened then?
We had sex.
So you have sex in the handicap stall in the men's bathroom at the Cinderella movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get back in your chair and motor back out to the auditorium.
She's 24 years old. She's growing up. I mean, you can't deny adolescence.
So I was the only one that would never tell him no. I would always agree to everything he said and do it with a smile. That I think he could prey on that, and he used me.
I want to basically let everyone know that I'm not just this cold killer that doesn't have any feelings or anything else like that. I'm a human being.
He's alleging that the only reason that he was found guilty in his jury trial was because he had ineffective assistance of trial counsel.
His defense called on a neuropsychologist to try and prove that Gypsy Blanchard, Dee Dee's daughter, put him up to the crime.
I will use the one card that I have over you. Gypsy.
In his last trial, he argued that his mental state did not meet the requirements for first-degree murder, and so the jury should have only found him guilty of second-degree murder. If he were to get a new trial, then it would start all the way over, and there wouldn't be any previous finding of first-degree or second-degree. It would just have to go back to a new trial.
The court can take as much time as necessary to consider his request.
Use the one card that I have over you.
How am I going to feel remorse? What am I supposed to feel remorse about? Everyone says, you feel no remorse. I said, can't you understand I'm not guilty of anything?
But he's the one that did the actual kill, not me. I can't kill anyone. That's why he's in trouble to begin with, because he's the one that did it. So when they say I'm a murderer, I don't identify as that.
Be sure to check out my other videos and playlists for more true crime content. And if that's not enough, you can join our Patreon. Don't have a tinfoil hat? It's okay. We'll make you one. It's that easy. See you guys in the next video.